I'm here at KBiz for this episode of Friends of Build Magazine. I'm here with Todd Hallstrand, who is the VP of Sales and Marketing, and Chris Schield, what's your title?
I support the engineering product marketing team.
Okay. Chris and I talked last year. We're excited to get an update on what's going on. What did you guys come out with at last year's show that really catapulted your company for 2023 and drove sales? Well, that's a sales question. That's not a tech question.
No, I appreciate that. Certainly the advancement of our View product, expanding that portfolio of that product offering has been a huge growth for our company. I think just expanded the markets that we can get into. The more modern home design is very popular, continues to be very popular. So just the large expanses of glass and that we can put into the View has really expanded our market opportunity. And what we find is a lot of our dealers not only sell aluminum, but they sell clad wood windows as well. So it's a natural fit, and we can meet both of those needs for that dealer. And Chris, anything you want to add?
Yeah, that's perfect. I think Todd made a great point. Our View all aluminum product complements our wood clad offering really well, and we give our dealers and their downstream customers much more flexibility to select the product that best suits that application, whether it be an all aluminum product or a wood clad product. So it's a great lineup that we're really excited about.
So talk to me about, we talked about just a little bit off here about technology and how Windows, you've been in the industry 40 years, how Windows have evolved and changed. And I'm looking at these windows, which are small in comparison to what you were just talking about, having a window that's 40 feet wide or 40 feet tall. And at some point, the guys in the back of the shop, your R&D people have got to go, okay, this is stretching my brain. I got to figure out how to make this thing viable.
Yeah, it's a near threat to sales sometimes if we sell anything any bigger.
That's because sales always wants to say yes.
I know, they're going to look me up. So, but yes, windows and doors are getting bigger every day. Homes are getting bigger. The views are more appreciated than ever before. So it's almost like whatever your largest size is, how can you build something bigger? And of course, just building it isn't the only part. We have to put it together and get it to the job site and then actually get it installed after that. So it complicates the whole process, and we have to be conscientious of all that. You know, we are actually looking at drop deck trucks and drop deck trailers today that we can load larger product on. We try to glaze everything. I don't know, Chris, if you want to talk about that at our factory. It's really important to us so that we can control the quality process all the way through. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So our objective is to make the installation and the specification of the product as seamless as possible. So what that looks like from a customer standpoint is specifying. We try to make it frictionless. So all the tech data is on our website. We have an architectural team you can work with to get the product that's required for that application. You understand the performance values, etc. And then when we build that product, to Todd's point, we're glazing as much in our facility as we can because in our experience, we found that makes it the most convenient way to get the product in the opening. And with these architects drawing walls of glass, we want to be an enabler to their vision of creating these walls of glass. And a lot of time that looks like getting these big units glazed in our facility, making it easy to mold them in the field, install them into the openings. And that's been our objective.
Okay, not without getting too technical, but as soon as you start talking about large panes of glass, I start thinking about places in Florida, which they've got hurricane restrictions, hurricane rating. And at what point is sometimes an architect or a builder will try and build something that might not be physically possible given the human elements?
So we have people that work in the marketplaces called architectural consultants, as well as our territory sales managers. And these individuals will work directly with that architect or that firm to help them understand what the size capabilities, what limitations there are in the window and door industry versus what they've actually drawn or visualized into that project. We also have a department back at our corporate office in Medford that assists with that as well. So we'll get drawings, we'll get elevations, We'll get ideas that are sent in that architects have dreamt up or created. And, we'll help them engineer that in a manner that's going to meet the performance ratings that market and that it can actually be that particular application. If you're if you're building a home on a cliff or in the side of a mountain, depending on the direction that it's facing, can largely impact the wind pressure ratings that Chris and his team develop and build into our products.
That's exactly right.
I just think about my architects in Florida. They're always talking about hurricane ratings for obvious reasons. And it's a really sensitive issue because these guys take a beating. So I'm just fascinated with the technology behind it. Okay, let's talk about this beauty right here.
Yeah, so we're standing in front of a brand new product that we're bringing to market in the next couple of months. So this summer, in 2024, this is a pivot door. It's 6 feet wide, 10-foot tall pivot door. And what's unique about it is this product has a lot of capability in terms of size. So we have the ability to go extremely wide, extremely tall. And what we're finding with pivot doors is, okay, it may not be entirely practical to have a door that big, but what it does, it's a statement piece.
Yeah.
It's something that sets that home apart. And we recognize that, and we're partnering with companies such as Axolotl and Hexcore to allow the architect to utilize the creative vision for that home and translate that to an entrance door that's really unique. It's one of a kind. It's bespoke for that application. So we have a host of products that can achieve that. And then we also have a traditional style and rail door that will be available this summer as well.
I will tell you that moving companies love this door because it gives them enough room to move all their stuff in.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so this closed incredibly easily. The door felt like it was not a feather, but it wasn't heavy. Yeah. We've got a 7-foot pivot door at our house, and it's a bit of a heavy beast. This is not.
It's not. So, couple reasons. So, this particular product has it's called a hex core. So it's an aluminum honeycomb shaped core that's lightweight, but is also very strong. That hexcomb shape provides tremendous strength. And then there's marine grade plywood that's applied, and then we have the veneer applied over top. And this particular door has anodized aluminum inlays for decorative appearance.
It's beautiful.
We think so too. We're getting a lot of great feedback on it. So that's a testament to our design team for this booth has came up with this outstanding design.
This design it's gorgeous. And I know that it's not your product, but it also helps to have a nice light fixture above it.
Right.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And what makes the door so easy to operate is the pivot points are shouldering all the weight. And that combined with a lightweight panel that's strong and durable allows the door to have a great solid feel without a tremendous amount of weight. Some of these doors can exceed 900 pounds or more in weight. With the technology that we're utilizing, we're closer to 300, 400 pounds, which gives us a lot of flexibility. And it also helps to reduce any sort of warpage that you might expect in a door this size. Okay. We've been able to manage that with the technology that we're utilizing.
Okay, so we're now in front of the View collection, and it's interesting. We had dinner with a couple, builder Rothrock Construction from Jupiter, Florida last night, and they were talking about nobody wants stainless steel appliances. They want colors in their kitchens again, and it just takes me back. You and I look like we're the same age. You're way too young. It takes me back to when we're kids, and there's the olive-colored green appliances, green toilets, and it's just, tell me we're not going back to that.
No, I don't think we're
not ready
back there, Ted. No, not anytime soon anyway. We've just something that we've worked hard on with our vendors and creating strong relationships is expanding our color palette. And when I say expanding it, not just expanding it, but across all of our product lines. So we just introduced a program, 60 colors, 6 anodized finishes across all of our products, all at one price, all at one lead time. So
all at one lead time?
All at one lead time too. So I don't know of any other manufacturer in the industry. Well, first of all, there's nobody makes aluminum windows and clad windows like we do. But combine those two things. So let's say you want to mix a wood window in with a aluminum window. we were looking at a 12-foot tall door.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that in a wood window or a wood door, but you can do it in aluminum. But what do you do about your colors on the outside? Do the paint finishes match? Are they going to weather the same? How do I get that all to match up? And we've taken that whole complexity out of the equation today.
What we really like about this is when you think about the architectural community, the design community, they're creative experts, right? So their job requires them to be unbelievably creative, some of the most creative people in their craft. And so we got to thinking about how do we enable them to be creative and utilize design to achieve what it is that their vision is for that project. And we kind of went back to a discussion related to Vincent van Gogh. What if Vincent van Gogh, when he was painting Starry Night, only had 4 or 5 colors? It wouldn't be the same. So how can we have a palette with just a handful of colors and allow these architects and designers to be as creative as they need to be to achieve that design vision? And that's what ultimately led us to this 66 colors, 1 price, 1 lead time. And we're really excited about that. And that's not it. That's not just it, I should say. The finishes that we're utilizing have unbelievable performance. It's a 20-year rated performance, and it stands up to UV. It stands up to salt spray. So it's an outstanding coating that we're utilizing. It's 2605, all the 2605 rated, and that allows the architect and the designers to know when they make a selection in the painted palette, it's going to perform over the long term.
And it's going to last. It's not going to fade over time.
Fade is limited. It's the highest performing paint that's offered in the industry. So the fade is very limited to achieve the 2605 designation.
So is this a major overhaul to Weather Shield, or is this just minor tweaking to your product line?
This is, I don't really look at it, and we don't look at it as a major overhaul to Weather Shield.
Okay.
I think it's way bigger than that. This is a major move in our industry. Nobody else is doing it. We just set the bar for our competition, and in doing that, I think Chris said it best. We opened up the horizons to all the architects to be able to design freely, to be able to mix colors, not to limit them to 4 or 5 colors. They can design in any color that they would like, and mixing product as well. So we've really, I think, made a move in the industry that nobody else has made to date.
I look at it, and from a consumer standpoint, I just think it's a monster idea that does force, it creates a differentiating gap between you guys and the other window companies. And everybody's looking for that in sales, right? What's going to set us apart? I think this is a cool, like not a minor decision. This is a major upgrade.
Here's an example of the split finish you can achieve. It's going to
I love
on the
this.
outside, roll with the inside. Wow.
Oh, really?
And then imagine you could have a wood window next to it with a wood interior.
Yeah.
With the same color in the exterior.
This is gorgeous. This is a really cool idea.
There's only one thing to remember. When you go to Weather Shield, you can get all the colors, 1 price, 1 lead time, and it makes it really easy.
Love it. Okay, let's go check out Click, which I think is another really super cool idea. That's awesome. Here we are at Click, which is dancing around like I'm in a nightclub. So explain to me, I get the concept, explain to me the technology behind being able to have clear or opaque so that it works great in a privacy situation.
Sure. So we partnered with Cardinal Glass Industries to bring Click to market with our products. Click works as a liquid crystal. So the liquid crystal, when power is brought to the glass to make the glass completely transparent. And when the power is turned off, it creates opaqueness or privacy. And we're finding that architects and designers and even homeowners are looking at Click as the means to do away with blinds and shades, because they tend to be cluttered and they can clutter the view and not look as modern and clean as, say, something like this.
Okay, what's the UV value to this?
So it depends. Click, what's unique about this technology is it features traditional low-E coatings with laminated glass that provides great acoustic values. So you would get the performance of, say, just a traditional IG with low E coatings, but you get the benefit of the acoustical values that laminated glass can offer. So you're not sacrificing thermal efficiency when you select click.
All right, so until next time, that's it for Weather Shield. Thank you very much, fellas. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll catch you next time on the next episode of Friends Built Magazine.